Hi everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to today's Fertility Scope. Today's topic is going to be about fertility herbs for men and how to get started using them. So thank you so much for joining me. My name is Hethir Rodriguez. I'm a natural fertility specialist. My team and I at the Natural Fertility Company help couples who are trying to get pregnant, overcome fertility issues, and prepare for a healthier pregnancy. Today's topic is going to be all about herbs for fertility for men. So I'm going to focus in on the 3 most important herbs and then how men can get started to support their fertility. This is an important topic. I talk a lot about how 50% of the equation is going to be with the woman, 50% with the man, both in the importance for preparing for fertility as well as overcoming fertility issues. So it's going to be something that both partners need to look at and work on. And so today's is more of a what do you do if you need to improve sperm health or if you want to prepare for conception. You don't have to have an issue or low sperm count in order to do something healthy to prepare for conception. So a lot of the work we do with natural health and fertility is based around, especially for men, is based around the fact that sperm production is about a 2.5 to 3 month cycle. So what you're doing today and what you're doing in eating and exposing yourself to good and bad today will affect the sperm that you're using in about 90 days. We'll just say 90 days to keep it simple, but I think it's about 72 days. But anyways, so what you're doing today affects that sperm. So if you're getting, if you're getting an IVF, if you're preparing to conceive and you've been trying for a while, if you're doing an IUI, if you got your sperm count, it happens to be low, or if you just know we're going to start trying to conceive this year, this is going to be very helpful for you. Because it's important. What you want to make sure that the health of the sperm is as best as it can be, because that is the DNA and the material that you'll be using to make your child. So this is one of the best things you can do to ensure a healthy future for them, so they have a healthy mind, healthy nervous system, everything. It really does make a huge impact. So the great thing about natural health and sperm health is you can have a huge impact on all the factors that affect fertility. So there's motility, mobility, morphology, and motility. And so you can have an effect on those things through diet, through herbs, through circulation, and then also avoiding things such as pesticides, plastics, stress, laptops in the lap. We covered all that yesterday. So you can have a huge impact. And it's also really easy to measure. You just go and get tests done. So where to get started with all this? The first thing is I'm going to focus on 3 main herbs. The thing about fertility herbs is they are my favorite. I absolutely love them. They work well, but, well, might have to wait for the lawnmower to go by, but you have to have a healthy nutritional basis before you can start using herbs, or they're not going to work that well. Maybe I can talk like this for a second until he goes by. I'm on a golf course right now, so, all right, he's passed. Live TV. So if you don't have a healthy nutritional basis, a lot of times the fertility herbs aren't going to work as well, because the way that herbs work in the system is they're supporting the body, and they're supporting a specific system in the body. But that system is going to need specific nutrients in order to function and make materials such as hormones and different metabolic effects in the body. It pulls from what you're eating. It's pulling from the amino acids and the fats and the various things that you have in your diet in order to make those. So if you're wanting to support the system, you got to make sure the ingredients that the system needs to function and produce hormones, etc., are available. So diet is always number 1, even for men. So we covered a lot of that yesterday, but it's going to be a whole foods diet that is focused on organic, fruits, vegetables, proteins are great, healthy fats, staying away from too much sugar, and processed foods. That's kind of the basis. And also making sure you're getting plenty of fiber. You can eat beans, you can eat green veggies for your fiber. So that's like a really small recap of something that's really big, but just know diet is going to be the foundation of everything. Okay, so on to the herbs. So these are the 3 herbs. There's a handful of herbs you can use for male fertility, but I felt these were the most important and a great place for a majority of you to start today. So the first is going to be American ginseng. There's a couple different types of ginseng, so that's why I say American ginseng. There's Korean ginseng, which is one that we wouldn't use for this purpose, but American ginseng is fantastic. So American ginseng is an adaptogenic herb, and adaptogenic herbs are herbs that help to support a system in the body. They can be used for long term. They're very safe to use, and they work as a tonic. They help to bring general health to the body and to a system of the body. The thing with American ginseng is I think every man should look into American ginseng and should be on American ginseng regardless if they're trying to get pregnant. It's amazing for men. It's like the male tonic. It's the perfect male tonic. It's helping to support the nervous system, so it helps to reduce stress. It helps to support the reproductive system, the immune system, as well as promoting hormonal balance. So the way it's doing that is it works through the nervous system and through the HPA axis. And it's doing this by helping to support and nourish the system. So from there, the system works better. So you get increased sex drive, a lot of people feel more energy, and overall, you're just going to be healthier. So this is like a male tonic for overall general health. Tribulus is the next herb. So Tribulus terrestris, I hope that you guys can't hear this lawnmower. Can you hear this lawnmower? If you can't, I'll just keep on going. If so, maybe I'll have to put this up here. So sorry, guys. I'll have to talk to maintenance and see when they're doing the lawn mowing. I'm so sorry. I'm out on a porch. I'll have to pick a different spot tomorrow. Okay, so on to Tribulus. So Tribulus is going to be an herb that it's found in Asian countries and South America, very warm places. And it's pretty funny with Tribulus. I have a little story about it. Oh, it's loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just a second. Let me see. Let me go inside. I'm going to switch spots. Just 1 second. All right, on to our topic. You can hear better now? Good. Okay, good. Just move locations. All right, I'll just hold this. Great. Okay, so on to Tribulus. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so Tribulus. Tribulus is a really cool viney herb that grows on the ground, and it's very spiky. So when we were in Ecuador, we were riding, at first we were like, let's ride our bikes everywhere. This will be great. This will be fun. And Tribulus was growing there, and Tribulus is so spiky that every time within minutes, our tires would be flat. So we couldn't ride our bikes around in Ecuador because there was so much Tribulus. But besides that negative effect of flattening tires, Tribulus is fantastic. Yeah, for Ecuador. Tribulus is fantastic for both male and female fertility. For female fertility, we use it to help to promote ovulation and some other aspects to it. But for male fertility, it's really the go-to for sperm health. So for sperm motility, morphology, mobility, and count, Tribulus would be your go-to. So again, with these herbs, they're going to take a couple of months to work because the cycle of sperm production is 72 to 90 days. So it's going to take at least 3 months to work. So it's something that you would need to do regularly. But some of the effects of it, let's see if I can go, lighting's bad that way. Some of the effects of it are going to be, it helps to increase DHEA in the system. So that is a precursor to all of our sex hormones. So in men, that would be testosterone, estrogen, as well as some other hormones. But it helps directly with increasing erectile health and function. So increases circulation to the reproductive system. That's a really good sign of healthy reproductive system is going to be healthy erections and healthy circulation, which might show up as libido. So DHEA and nitric oxide, which both, there's compounds in Tribulus that help to increase both those elements, that helps. It's also known as an aphrodisiac because of the way that it's increasing circulation. And then it's also the only herb I have found to help with sperm antibodies. So that's a whole nother thing that some couples have to go through, is they have compounds either in the man or woman who are attacking the sperm. So if you didn't have enough troubles already, sperm's being attacked. So Tribulus is actually an herb that's been found to help combat that. Both men and women would take it for that reason. So, you know, I've met some couples that are going through that. It's more rare, but that's something to look into for that. And then the last herb is going to be one of my favorites. You hear me talk about this herb all the time. It's Maca. Maca is another herb that's fantastic for both men and women. And for men, it's going to help with hormonal balance. We talked about hormonal balance yesterday, and hormonal balance is important for both men and women. So Maca works by helping to support the hypothalamus, which then goes on to support the pituitary, which then is what regulates hormones and hormonal balance in the system. So Maca is fantastic. It helps to support the system. It's not directly increasing testosterone or decreasing estrogen itself, but because it's supporting the system, the body is doing that naturally itself. I think that's super cool. Instead of having to add a hormone from outside the body to the system, you're supporting the system, so it's regulating and balancing itself. I think that's key. Also, maca has been known to increase libido and energy. We get that feedback all the time. I do think it's important to use a specific type of maca. I really like gelatinized maca. We found that some people using straight raw maca had an upset stomach because the fiber was hard for them to digest. So we have gelatinized maca, which means the fiber was removed and it's easier to digest and it tastes better, I think. It's like a malty, not chocolatey, that'd be like really exciting, but it's just a malty, yummy taste. So if you put it in smoothies or you can take capsules for it. You know, when people are just starting out with maca, I generally say to start about 1,000 milligrams a day, and you can go up to 2,500 to 3,000 milligrams a day depending on your body size. So maca is spelled M-A-C-A, and we carry it at the Natural Fertility Shop just like any of these other herbs. But the best way I would say for men, and the easiest way to make this the simplest, is there's a product that I formulated called MH5. And it's my male herbal formula, and it's going to have all of these herbs and the specific amounts in them. It's a liquid extract. You drop it in water and drink it. It doesn't get simpler. Amazing product. So those are the main 3 herbs. We covered American ginseng, tribulus, and maca. And then I was going to share with you guys how to get started. So how does, how is a guy going to get started to boost his fertility? Where should he start? Where do you go? So the first thing is you don't have to have a fertility issue to prepare for pregnancy. I want to make that clear. It is one of the best gifts you can give to your future child in the health of the pregnancy, to prepare ahead of time and to have a conscious conception, or to have a purposeful conception where you have become healthier, or as healthy as you can be prior to getting pregnant. Same thing can be done if you're having fertility issues. This would be the same thing because we're supporting the system, reproductive health. Okay, so where I would start, or where I start when we're working with male clients, is the first thing is going to be a male fertility cleanse. That's going to help to kind of balance the system and have a starting point, a clean slate, a clean starting point, and that's a month long. Wonderful to do as partners. We have the women's fertility cleanse and the male fertility cleanse. So that would be month 1. Fantastic place to start. Then the next 2 and 3 months, I would focus on a kit called the Male Factor Formula Kit. That's going to have everything that you need. It's going to have all the supplements, antioxidants, and herbs that you need to support sperm health, healthy libido, and male fertility. We made it super simple because I know with my husband, he's like, you have to make it simple so that this is what we take and that's it. So that's what I would suggest. MH5 is included in that kit. So you can learn more information about that at naturalfertilityshop.com. I don't do these videos to be a pitch fest or anything like that. I just know it's hard to find quality herbal products, especially now since so many companies can just put things on the web. So we have naturalfertilityshop.com, which has the best fertility-focused products created. I formulated them, so I'm a little bit biased. Of course, they're the best. So that was my mini course today on herbs for male fertility and how to get started. So thanks so much for joining me today. You guys have a fantastic day.